students. Today's lesson is on how to identify notes on the treble clef. Why do we need to learn how to do this? Well, music is a language, and if I can help you understand the language, then you could read notes on the page and play them on your instrument or sing them, and you won't need me to help you anymore in that regard. So, the first thing we need to do is be able to identify a treble clef. It looks like this. So it is that very curvy, artistic-looking symbol that I just pointed to. And the treble clef can accommodate all of these notes. I'm going to play from middle C, and I'm going to go in an upward direction, and as I ascend, the notes on the treble clef will be placed higher and higher. So here's our middle C, and I'm just going to go up chromatically 4 octaves. Okay, so as you're looking at this beautiful staff that we have, okay, the staff, of course, has 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, horizontal and parallel lines. As you look at it, you notice that some of these notes, these whole notes, are parked on either a line, like this E, or parked on a space in between the lines, for example, this note F, where I'm pointing with my arrow. So, because of that, we have 5 lines and 4 spaces. So try to remember that. 5 lines, 4 spaces. Now, to help you identify them on the staff, you need to remember 2 little phrases here. Actually, one is a word. We spell the word face, and that pertains to our spaces. And our lines, we can't spell a single word. We actually have to use a phrase. And the phrase we use is, every good boy does fine. Every good boy does fine. And that one has been in use since when I was a young child. And it's still pretty good today. There are different ones you can use, like Elvis goes bopping down freeways, and even George Bush drives fast. You can also use every gummy bear dies fat. Of course, there's another one which is kind of humorous, and it is enchiladas give boys deadly flatulence. So, in any case, the letters are E, G, B, D, F. E, G, B, D, F. So what we do is we take the first letter in every word and we park it on the line. Let's go back to our previous diagram. You can see this. So we have 5 lines. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up here, our 5th line. And notice I'm always counting from the bottom. I'm never counting from the top and going down. Always on the bottom line, going up. So we take the first letter in each word, and the word, of course, again, remember, is every good boy does fine. And we go up each corresponding line and take the first letter from each word, and we assign that letter to each line, and that's the note that it is. So the first letter in the word every is E. There's our E on the first line. And then we go up to line number 2. Here's every, and the first letter in the word good is G. There's our G on the second line. Then we continue. Every good boy. The first letter in the word boy is very good. It is letter B. Continuing. Every good boy does. So, on the 4th line, we take the first letter of the word does. This note is a D. Every good boy does fine. So the first letter in the word fine is, as you can see down here, F. So these are the notes, and that's how we got there. So there you are trying to play your music at home, and you forgot what note is on the fourth line, you just simply think of that sentence, every good boy does. And the first letter in does is D, so you know it's a D. It's that simple. So it gets even simpler when we are trying to find out notes on the spaces over here. And as I said a few minutes ago, we just simply spell the word face. So, as a reminder, we have 4 spaces, the notes in between the lines. Okay, we don't have 5 spaces. We have 5 lines, like over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But spaces, only 4. We spell the word face. The first letter in the word face, F. First space is F. And then our second space, it's the second letter in the word face. This is the note A. Then we take the third letter in the word face, and we park it right on that third space, and we call that note C. Of course, I'm playing octaves. It would just sound simple like this. This is the C. That's notated right there. And then the last letter in the word face represents the fourth space on treble clef, F, A, C. The note here is E. So it truly is that simple. You just need to be able to, first of all, identify what clef you're using. And in this case, here it is, good old treble clef. And then the second step is to identify the note as to whether or not it's on a line or on a space. That's the second step. The third step is to apply the proper method to determine the note. So, once again, lines, there are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we use every good boy does fine. And here we are, every good boy does fine. And for our spaces, we just simply spell the word face. And the notes are F, A, C, E. Okay. So if you can learn how to do this, you won't need me to help you with notes anymore. You can learn how to teach yourself, and that's our goal. I hope this helps. It is a very brief explanation on how to read notes and identify notes on treble clef. In future lessons, we will go over something called ledger lines, which extend the staff in either direction, either higher or lower. We will also cover the next clef, which is bass clef. Bass clef will cover the notes to the left, lower of middle C on the piano. So the notes like from here all the way down. I really hope this helps you, and happy note finding. Happy studying, happy practicing.